Hey friends, I wanted to jump on real quick and share with you my favorite way to get leads, and that is Office of the Week. It is quick, it is effective, it gets you names very, very quickly rather than having to wait for a long return on getting names. So, to prep, I print out some enter to win forms. I do 15 and I have 25, kind of depending on where you live. I find I get better results with the 25, but if you're brand new or you don't want to give away a lot of stuff, you can try the 15. It literally says my name. Call me if I'm a winner at a spot for a cell phone. And then at the bottom, it says nominate blank as next week's Office of the Week. So that's cool because I typically walk into offices like where people are working, thinking like lots of places where they have lots of women. So, like, for example, I might walk into an insurance agency. Okay. And so I have these in my hand, typically on a baby clipboard. I have an ink pen in my hand and I have a basket full of goodies. And my goal is to be in there, get their names very quickly, and turn around and leave where I don't interrupt their job for very long, but I make them feel very special. So printing those out. And then I make little goodie bags, or I should say my assistant makes little goodie bags. These are kind of fancy bags. I don't normally have fancy bags. I was just trying to get rid of these. So this is a bunch of eyeshadow samples, one of the lip liners and samples, and then a little piece of candy. Do not use chocolate. I don't put a business card, and I don't usually hand them a book. I do have books in the back of my basket in case someone asks for one, but I don't normally stock that. So I have a whole bunch of these like all ready to go. I put a bunch in a basket with these forms and this. Now, if you can find a strip mall with like 10 to 12 or even 4 or 5 businesses, and you can literally go in each one, it makes it super quick. Sometimes in the past, I've posted on Facebook, hey, we're out nominating working women. We used to do this every single Wednesday years ago, like before COVID. And so every Wednesday we would post about it and people would nominate offices. So if you want a place to go that you know people, that is a great way to start. And you would just say, hey, like we're out or whatever, nominating working women, comment who you think needs to be nominated, and they will tell you where to go. So it makes it super simple. So like someone might say, go to X insurance agency. So I could walk in and be like, hey, my name is Jennifer. I'm with Mary Kay. We are out honoring working women. We have some goodies for you and some goodie bags. Susie nominated you guys as this week's Office of the Week. So I have this form. I'm handing it to her as I'm talking. So she's already like getting it and like doesn't know what's happening and she's filling it out. Anybody who fills out one of these forms is going to get some goodie bags from us, and you're going to get a gift card from us. And so I give it to her and I'm like, while she's doing that, I'm like, is there any other women in the office? We need to get up here. And then they fill it out. And then they get to the part and it says, I nominate blank as next week's Office of the Week. What does that mean? And I'm always like, okay, well, Susie recommended y'all. So who would you like me to go and love on next week? Maybe like your mom, your sister, so I kind of coach her through a few people, your best friend, someone who you do a lot of business with, so I am like talking to her, asking these questions. Oh, okay. Well, and sometimes they know people and sometimes they don't. So you get a whole bunch of these very, very quickly. The key to it is you have to follow up that night. So like if you do it during the day, that night. So as I'm walking out, like I collect all the names, they only get a goodie bag if they fill out a form. So if they get 3 forms filled out, I'm giving away 3 goodie bags. And sometimes I'll go get very inexpensive donuts or like cookies from Walmart and put them in some like little container, and then I'll have cookies, but I only give those like if people are like responding back to me. What I used to do is get a big tray of cookies and make like smaller little bags. I had some like cutesy bags, some like Mary Kay cutesy bags. Don't just put it in like a Ziploc. It's not real cute. So you want to put it in something and hand those out. That is the cheapest way to kind of get it done. And then you're leaving them something. And so, and as I'm leaving, I'll tell them, okay, we're going to reach out to you guys tonight because you automatically get a gift card just because you were at work today. And somebody nominated you. So like, as I'm walking out, I'm already saying that. So they expect my phone call or text message, if that's what it has to be, that evening. And so you can get these people booked. Like you can do any day of the week. I like to go out on Wednesdays, kind of like halfway through the week, kind of like pick me up. You can get those people booked for the end of the week, like by Saturday. So like it does not have to be a very long time from now. And sometimes you can turn it into a party, sometimes not. Sometimes I've gone back and done the whole office on their lunch break. I one time went to a dental office. I set up shop, did facials in the back of their hand as they came in. Everybody got to spend their gift card. You can get names. You can basically do a whole party just on a very like shorter version, especially if you do it in the back of their hand and you can just do a couple items. You can do it to do combined holiday pop-up shops. Like you can do however you want the appointment to look. And the cool thing about it is all these women work. So that means they're going to be target market, a little sharper than just anybody. Now, I do have some friends who go to restaurants and kind of do it as people come in. I've seen people do it like at stores, where they walk through and they talk to people. I'm not someone who loves to like warm chat like that. So I prefer to walk in and they're out of office. And I think it's great to know names. And so if I go to a strip mall, for example, this is what you can do. So the first one is like a men's haircutting place. And so I go in and I'm like, oh my God, you guys were nominated as Office of the Week, and like give out the goodies. Okay, great. So then you say, well, and when they get to the I nominate part, you can say, what about the ladies? Like, are there anybody in the strip mall, like spots next door we could go love on? And they will be like, yeah, go next door. So when you go next door, you can be like, the ladies at, the haircut place next door send us here to love on y'all. And you can literally do the entire strip mall by saying like, those people send us to love on y'all. And that way you can get a lot of stuff done in a short amount of time. The first couple times I did this, y'all, it was not effective. Like I gave away tons of samples, didn't get returned back. So this, I always leave with names. It doesn't take a whole lot of time prepping. It doesn't take a whole lot of time there. And it works if you know places you can go. If you have a friend or family member who works somewhere, maybe they won't give you referral names, but you know they're around sharp people, then get over there, get in front of them. But that is one of my favorite things. So let me know if you have any questions. I just wanted to share that idea. I love working women. I've gotten it, and especially if you can team up with someone, it's way more fun, but you can also do this by yourself. It is a little more effective and more fun if you can go with someone, but I've done it a bunch of different ways with people. I had a DIQ once. I would pick her up on her lunch break, and every day on her lunch break, I would drive her around so she could run in and grab names while she's literally eating between the different places. And then once you have a list of different places to go to, organize them by like areas of town so that you're not like all over the place. So like if I'm on this side of town, 20 minutes that side of town, I'll just be like, okay, we'll do them next week, and try to get people in that same area to save time and energy. So hope that blesses you guys. Y'all have a great day.